Hello students, so today I will be discussing some basic concepts of chemistry. So what are the important things important concept that you need to remember for this chapter, some basic concept. So first thing is that must know what is mole fraction. So mole fraction is the ratio of mole of one component to that of all the component present in the solution. Mole fraction is a unitless, dimensionless quantity, and it is temperature independent. That means temperature has no effect on it. Molality is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. Molality is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. So molality and mole fraction remains unaffected by temperature, so they are temperature independent unit. Next is molarity. So molarity is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. So molarity is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. It is a temperature dependent as volume changes with temperature. So molarity also gets affected by change in temperature. Normality is the number of gram equivalent of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. Normality is the number of gram equivalent of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. So it also involves volume. So both molarity and normality changes with temperature. That means they are temperature dependent. This has been asked in IIT. So do keep it in mind. Next is mole concept. Mole is actually a counting unit, as 1 dozen represent 12 substance, 12 particles, 12 things. Similarly, 1 gross denotes 12 dozen, that means 144, and 1 score means 20 articles. Similarly, in a chemist workplace, mole means Avogadro number of particles, that means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 entities. These entities include electrons, protons, neutrons, atoms, ions, molecule, even biological viruses. So if we say 1 mole corona, that means it is Avogadro number of corona particles. Since we have seen what a coronavirus has done to us, it has changed the entire world. So 1 mole corona denotes Avogadro number of corona particles, because viruses are neither living nor dead. We can say it is the borderline between living and non-living. So inside the cell it becomes living, outside it is non-living. So it is the borderline between living and non-living. Now coming to how to find the number of moles. So number of moles formulas are given weight by gram atomic mass. This formula is used for atoms. Number of moles is weight by gram molecular mass for molecules or compounds. And for gases, number of moles is the given volume in liter by 22.4 liter per mole. Given volume in liter by 22.4 liter per mole. Now, how to find the number of atoms or ions or molecules? So number of atoms can be found by using the formula mole into Avogadro number. And as you all know, Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 into 10 to the power 23. It has 4 significant figure. So number of atoms. If suppose you are given find number of potassium, chromium and oxygen atoms in 1 mole of potassium dichromate. So the number of potassium atom will be 2 moles, that means 2 into Avogadro number. Number of chromium atoms will be 2 moles, that is 2 into Avogadro number. But number of oxygen atom will be 7 into Avogadro number, because one formula unit of K2Cr2O7 contains 7 atoms of oxygen. So 7 moles of oxygen are there in 1 moles of potassium dichromate. So 7 into Avogadro number. So this type of question can be asked in your entrance exam. One simple question they are asking based on empirical formula and molecular formula. So empirical formula is the simplest whole number formula of a substance, like benzene C6H6. The empirical formula is CH. Suppose if you have benzene C6H6, the empirical formula is CH, where N is 6. So molecular formula equal to N into empirical formula. You can find out the N also. N is molecular formula mass by empirical formula mass. So based on that you can solve the question based on molecular formula and empirical formula. Few questions are based on molarity equations, like M1V1 equal to M2V2, or normality equation N1V1 equal to N2V2. If you want to find out the milli equivalent, you can use the formula normality into volume in milliliter. Based on that you can solve questions. Now you must know that normality equal to molarity into n factor. So you have to know how to find out the n factor. For acid, the n factor is the number of H plus ion given by an acid, that is called basicity. For bases, it is acidity, number over H minus ion, OH minus ion given by a base in aqueous solution. For oxidizing and reducing agent, you have to see the number of electron that is changed. Like for oxidizing agent, number of electron gained. For reducing agent, number of electron lost. For a salt, you can see that what is the positive valency or negative valency. You have to only take the magnitude. You have to only take the magnitude. You don't have to use the sign while discussing the salts. So these are the concept that is very important for your upcoming IIT exam. So do keep it in mind. Let's discuss this question. Calculate the number of sulfate ions in 100 ml of 0.001 molar H2SO4 solution. So H2SO4 molarity is given 0.001 molar and volume is given 100 ml. First we need to find out the number of moles. So number of moles equal to molarity into volume in liter. Use this formula, student, to find the number of moles. So number of moles is molarity is 0.001 and volume is 100 and divided by 1000. So it will become, this is 10 to the power minus 3 and this is 10 to the power minus 1. So it is 10 to the power minus 4 mole of H2SO4 is there. So 1 mole contains 1 mole of sulfate ion. So if you see, 1 mole contains 2 moles of proton and 1 mole of sulfate ion. So if you see in this much mole, how many moles of sulfate ion will be? 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power minus 4 moles of sulfate ion will be there. So number of sulfate ion will be 10 to the power minus 4 into Avogadro number, 10 to the power 23, that means 6.022 into 10 to the power 19. This is the number of sulfate ions present. This is the number of sulfate ion present. So let's see once again. You are asked to find out the number of sulfate ion. So number of sulfate ion present in 100 ml, volume is given and molarity is given. So if you want to find number of moles from molarity and volume, you have to use the formula number of mole equal to molarity into volume in liter. Since the volume is given in milliliter, I have divided with 1000 to convert it into liter. So the number of mole is 10 to the power minus 4. That means 1 mole of H2SO4 gives 1 mole of sulfate. 10 to the power minus 4 mole will give 10 to the power minus 4 moles of sulfate ion. Converting into number, multiplying with Avogadro number to get 6.022 into 10 to the power 29. So this is the answer for this question. Now let's discuss the next question. Calculate total number of electrons present in 1.6 gram of methane. So I am giving you the formula. Number of electrons is number of electrons in one molecule into mole into Avogadro number. Use this formula to find out. So number of electron in one molecule. Carbon has 6 electrons and hydrogen has 1, so there are 4 hydrogens, so it makes it 10 electrons, so 10. Now mole is given mass by molecular mass. The molecular mass of methane is 16 into Avogadro number. So this will give actually Avogadro number, because 1.6 multiplied by 10 is 16, so 16 cancel. So it is Avogadro number, that means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 electrons are present in 1.6 gram of methane. So this is the answer, student. Let's discuss this question. How many moles of magnesium phosphate will contain 0.25 moles of oxygen atom? This has been asked in IIT 2006. So magnesium phosphate, Mg3PO4 whole twice. So if you see, there are total 8 moles of oxygen atoms which are present in 1 mole. If you take 1 mole of magnesium phosphate, it contains 8 moles of oxygen atoms. So they are asking how many moles of magnesium phosphate will contain 0.25 mole. So if 8 moles is present in 1 mole of magnesium phosphate, that means 1 mole will be present in 1 by 8, so 0.25 will be present in 1 by 8 into 0.25. That means 1 by 8 into 1 by 4. that means 1 by 32. So if you take 1 by 32 moles, how you will solve 1 by 32? Very easy, multiply and divide with 1000 by 100. 100 into 10 to the power minus 2. So you will get approximately 3 into 10 to the power 33, 3.33 or 3.35 into 10 to the power minus 2 moles. So if you have 3 into 35 into 10 power minus 2 moles of actually it is 3 into 125 into 10 to the power minus 2 moles. So you can find out. So the number of moles of magnesium phosphate which contains 0.25 mole of oxygen atom is 1 by 32, or you can say approximately 3 point something into 10 to the power minus 2 mole. So this is the answer. This has been asked in IIT 2006. Now let's look at the next question. Find the ratio of number of molecules contained in 1 gram of ammonia and 1 gram of nitrogen. So number of molecules, first you have to know what is the formula to calculate the number of molecules. So number of molecules is mole into Avogadro number. So we have to find the ratio. So ratio will be like mole of ammonia into Avogadro number by mole of nitrogen into Avogadro number. Since Avogadro number is a constant, we can just cancel it. So number of mole will be 1 upon 17, because the molar mass of ammonia is 17, and the ratio will be 1 upon 28. So the answer will be 28 is to 17. This is the answer, as number of moles will be cancelled. So this is the answer, student. 28 is to 17. So this type of questions are being asked regularly in entrance exam, so do keep it in mind. Let's see this question. The normality of 0.3 molar phosphorus acid S3PO3 is. This has been an IIT question. It was asked in 1999 IIT. So you know that normality equal to molarity into n factor. And phosphorus acid is an acid, so here n factor is nothing but basicity. How to find the basicity of phosphorus acid? So we will draw the structure of phosphorus acid here. So it has two replaceable H plus, these and these, this will not be replaced. So its basicity is 2. So molarity is 0.1 and basicity is 2. Molarity is given 0.3, sorry, and this is 2, basicity is 2, so 0.6. This is the answer, so your answer is D. So this way you can find out the normality of 0.3 molar phosphorus acid. Now let's discuss this question. The maximum number of molecules are present in 15 liter of H2 at STP, 5 liter of N2 gas at STP, 0.5 gram of hydrogen gas, 10 gram of O2. So how you will solve this type of question? So number of molecules is formula is, if it is in the form of, if it is given in the gaseous state or volume is given, then volume in liter 15 liter upon 22.4 liter per mole into Avogadro number, that means Na. For the second you will write 5 upon 22.4 liter into Na. So considering these two, number of molecule is more in hydrogen, but let's see these two examples, then we will come to the actual answer. So 0.5 means 0.5 by 2, that means 1 by 4 moles, 1 by 4 into Avogadro number. So that is 1 by 4 into Avogadro number. If you see 10 gram of O2, that means 10 upon 32 into Avogadro number. So just this will be 15 upon 22.4 liter, 22.4 liter per mole. So you can take approximately so it is not approximately, you can do like this. This is like if you cancel it with, if you take approximately 22.5 also, so 15 by 22.5 also if you take, then 2.5, so it will be 6 and it will be 11, so approximately 0.5 it will be 0.5, not exactly 0.5, 30, if it is divided by 30 then 0. If it is less then it is more than that, so it will be 0.6 approximately, and this will be approximately 1 by 4, means approximately you can say this will be like 0.6 something Avogadro number, this will be 0.25 approximately Na, this is also 0.25 Na, and this will be 1 by 3, that means which will contain the maximum number of molecules. So your answer will be A only, your answer will be A, because this is oxygen also means 0.3, approximately 0.3 into Avogadro number it is. So your correct answer will be 15 liter of hydrogen. 15 liter of hydrogen will be your correct answer. Now let's see this question. From 200 milligrams of carbon dioxide, 10 to the power 21 molecules are removed. How many moles of CO2 are left? So first find out the number of moles given weight by gram at molecular mass, because CO2 is a molecule. So weight given is 200 milligram. Milligram converted to gram multiplied with 10 to the minus 3, and gram molecular mass is 44. So solve this, student. And now this is the, you can say, initial number of moles. Initial number of moles removed is 10 to the power 21, and that will be divided by Avogadro number, because when the number of particles is given you have to divide by Avogadro number to get the mole. So this will be 10 to the power minus 2 by Avogadro number, 10 to the power minus 2 by 6.022, not Avogadro number. So you can solve this. So number of mole remained means left, number of mole left, that is number of mole initial minus number of mole removed. So subtracting these two values will give you the number of mole that is left. So here the calculation gives 0.00454, that is the initial amount of CO2, that is from 200 milligram. From that 10 to the power 21 molecules has been removed, that comes out to be 0.00168. So number of moles left is, subtracting the initial from the removed will give you 0.00288 moles. So this is the answer. So thank you, student, for watching this video. I hope it is very helpful for you. Do like and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thank you.